So, what a better time to do a review on a trailer than almost 4 years after you bought it. You got plenty of time to see if any major issues arise or if some shit on it breaks. This is my 2021 Tractor Supply carry-on trailer. As you can see, I still have the sticker on the wheel well. Never bothered to take it off, and I'm never going to unless I repaint the trailer, which you can see it is. Got some rust on it. I live in New York. She's been outside her entire life, sits outside through the winters and whatnot. Still, I would say covered in probably 90% paint though, so pretty good. This is the model with the mesh floor. These, at the time, brand new, were like $850. The ones that come with the wooden floor were like $1,600. I got this particular one a little cheaper because I guess they somehow damaged it when they were getting it off the truck that delivers them. The rail is like slightly bent. You actually can't see it as well on camera as you can in person. Never bothered me. Doesn't really affect the structure of the trailer too much. The models with the mesh floor have a 1,400 pound weight capacity, and the wooden floor I think is either 19 or 1,800 pounds. I added the plywood to it because I move motorcycles quite often, especially mine. Just makes it easier than trying to put a kickstand down on a mesh floor. There's a lawnmower on it right now. I've had my go-karts on it in the past multiple times. The plow you guys saw on my expedition, that's like 1,100 pounds, the whole setup. That's been on this trailer, and that was before I even had the wooden floor on it. Good, cheap little trailers. Never had any major issues, the wiring or anything. I have replaced a bulb here and there because they are incandescent. They do burn out. It's got the original tires on it still. This thing probably has close to 10,000 miles on her. The plate is kind of in a shitty location because the tire loves to just throw rocks and stuff up and bend it up. So I added this spare piece of metal I had laying around, which happened to be the same thickness as the taillight bracket, and that's been there pretty much since I've had the trailer. She doesn't go nowhere, no bending, nothing, perfectly fine. I also added a spare tire to it because these don't come with one. Now, Tractor Supply does make brackets for this trailer to mount a spare tire to for $200, when you can go to Tractor Supply and get some nuts, bolts, washers for like 20 bucks. Only thing I'd recommend is what I do is I break these nuts free every once in a while, spray some lube on them, tighten them back up. That way when you're on the side of the road and you need to change the tire, bolts ain't seized. Also, I added some weather stripping on the back just to keep the tire from vibrating back and forth and the rail sawing into the sidewall, and then your spare goes flat when you have a flat. Then you're kind of screwed. They also make these pretty much like a trailer dolly. Same brand, carry-on. Bolts right up to the side of the trailer. Now completely empty with nothing on these, like 410 pounds, something like that. This just makes it easier when you leave something heavy on it. You can get it off your truck, wheel it around, whatever. People probably already know what these are. I don't know why I'm trying to explain them to you. But yeah, standard with a 2-inch ball. Nice, cheap, light trailer. Could probably be pulled with, you know, like a crossover SUV, like a Ford Explorer or something. Almost forgot to mention the pinkish toolbox. It used to be a nice dark red. So between the front of the trailer and where the handle is, there's not a whole lot of space to mount the trailer, the actual toolboxes they make for the trailers to hold your straps and other gear, unless you cut the handle off and re-weld it somewhere, which at the time I didn't have access to a welder. But I just went to Harbor Freight, bought one of their cheap $20-something toolboxes. Oh, can't see it. Put some U-bolts through the bottom of it. Put a lock on it, which I like rarely ever use. Perfect. Holds all my straps and whatnot. actually happen to be waterproof. Nothing in there is ever soaked or whatnot after it's pouring down rain. Yeah, so if you don't want to have to cut and re-weld your handle somewhere else to mount one of the $100-something toolboxes they sell to put on your trailer, nice other quick little option right there. Just drill some holes in the bottom of it, get some U-bolts, bolt it to the front of the thing. That's literally been on there since I had the trailer. Probably like a week after I got it, I put that there. So yeah, like I was saying, good cheap little trailer for anybody who's looking for one. I saw people doing reviews on these like a week or two after they bought them, and I'm thinking to myself, well, a cheap trailer like that, yeah, there might not be something wrong with it in like a week or two, but what about a year, 2 years? So here I am almost 4 years later telling you that I've never had to replace anything major on this. My bearings are in good shape. Haven't popped a tire. Never had any issues with my wiring. Haven't had any welds break on me. Nothing wrong with the mesh. I mean, stupid little stickers peeling. Whatever. Yeah. These things are pretty sturdily built for as cheap as they are. So, if you're looking for a nice cheap trailer, I can definitely recommend this one.